During the setup phase, I really do recommend getting a designer. There's people who study interior design for years, so I don't think it's a good idea just relying on your own judgment. I mean, you can, if you think the house looks okay, start with that, because we've already passed the launch stage now, right? So we've already got the bookings, we've already got the pictures set up. If the rooms or house is going to look different than it's going to look in the photos, maybe put the prices at a bit on the lower side when you're launching, because people can be quite upset about that. But it's okay. Be honest with them. Tell them that you're renovating and setting it up, and it's going to look a little bit different, and it's going to be fine. Honesty is always the best policy. So in the setup phase, you're going to want to furnish the house. You need to have a few things. You're going to have to get a lot of towels. Hand towels, face towels, and regular towels. Have a lot on hand. You need 3 sets of sheets per bed. 3 sets of sheets. So make sure that when you're doing checkouts, you'll have a bunch on hand that you can use. When you start, you're probably going to have to do the cleaning yourself, unless you find a cleaning company or a management company to do it for you. I would recommend doing it yourself. If you need help, you can find help with a cleaner or an air tasker. You can also find a designer or an air tasker. Now, what you're going to want the designer to do is give you a shopping list and a design plan. Shopping list and design plan. You don't need anything more. Once you've got the shopping list, you can take it to, you can shop online or you can shop around, and you can find cheaper alternatives to the shopping list that they've given you. Make sure it looks at least very, very similar to what they've given you, or exactly the same. You don't want to go off and start doing your own ideas. Take the shopping list, go buy the things that they recommend. Furnish the house, have at least a coffee table, lounge, bed in each room, desk, lamp, just the basic things. The most important part of the setup phase is a budget and a time frame. And that's why you've blocked the calendar when you do the launch phase. You'll want to have a budget of how much you're willing to spend on the house. And you're going to want to have a time frame of how long you want to set it up. You can get these wrong. Always add a week to how long you think it's going to set up. You can get these wrong, but you want to set them so you have at least an idea of what you're going to do. Because I think what the default is people try and think, I'm going to spend no money. You spend no money if you avoided the launch phase. If you're not going to launch an Airbnb before you actually set it up, then you don't spend any money. Then you try and find free furniture and put it up, but if you're going to set it up first. But if you've already launched and you've already taken bookings, then you're going to want to set a budget and a time frame of how long you're going to set it up. And at this point, you should know pretty definitively what you're going to get in return, which you can equate to the next 6 or 12 months. So you can budget pretty well what you can and can't spend, and how long you want to spend on it. So make sure you have a budget and a time frame. So that'd be the main thing with setup. I really do recommend getting an interior designer, at least for a shopping list, at least for a design plan, and if you can get them to come back at least once to then set up the house once it's finished. But you need to do the work with that, unless you're willing to spend a lot of money, because that's the only other alternative.